The Secret of Self-Healing, a guide to activating your self-healing powers. Help your body to help itself. Our body is a miracle. It can withstand a lot and cure many of the things we put it through in the course of our lives. We can imagine the unity it forms with our soul and our feelings as a self-sufficient power station that gives its best for us every day. Many cultures around the world have a very long tradition of folk medicine. What they all have in common is the conviction that the body can heal itself to a certain extent if we support it. Our psyche plays a particularly important role in this. You don't have to be a shaman, medicine man, internist, or alternative practitioner to see the clear connection between stress and an increased susceptibility to infections and colds, for example. We can do a lot to support our body in its daily work. This works both prophylactically and for acute measures. We would therefore like to show you a few ways in which you can help your body to help itself. 1. Relaxation through meditation. In recent years, a lot of research has been carried out and published on the effects of daily meditation on our physical well-being. A connection can no longer be denied. The facts speak for themselves. Those who meditate daily, 15 minutes is enough, lower their blood pressure and blood sugar levels in the long term and provide themselves with more energy and serenity. Our mental strength, also known as resilience, is strengthened, which makes us less susceptible to all illnesses to which a weakened immune system opens all doors. Studies have shown that even chronic pain is significantly alleviated over time. Meditation can do all this and much more. It has a positive effect on our brain performance, increases the retention capacity of our memory, and makes us happier, more balanced people. The latter is difficult to prove with data, but is based on surveys of study participants who practice the art of meditation for a year in the service of science. For our body, 15 minutes of meditation can be thought of as a power nap. It shuts down all its systems and doesn't have to do anything except breathe and keep our heart beating. We can imagine this process like resetting a computer that has temporarily shut down after the umpteenth application that we have opened in parallel. If sitting on the floor in the familiar lotus position seems too esoteric or unnatural, a quiet walk in the woods or enjoying a cup of tea and looking out of the window can also help. Anything that allows you to concentrate solely on your breathing for 15 minutes without any distractions is basically meditation. 2. Surround yourself with pleasant, happy people. Or at least, don't be an all-consuming misanthrope who can't find fault with anyone. The connection between lifestyle and health has now also been well documented scientifically. In a nutshell, researchers have come to the conclusion that loneliness is as bad for our health as smoking. But even those who could have social contacts, but trample on them and live in constant conflict with those around them, senselessly starting conflicts and gloating over the misfortune of others, are doing themselves and their bodies no good. Envy and resentment eat away at us from the inside out. On the other hand, if you have a few people around you who always cheer you up, or make you laugh through your tears, you've almost won. Laughter is the best medicine. A small but close circle of people who provide us with positive energy is enough to protect us against illness. 3. Positive thoughts as a placebo effect. Conventional medicine has known about the placebo effect for a long time. It is based on the fact that the prospect of a cure is as good as done. A person who feels taken seriously and understood is already halfway to recovery. We can take advantage of this effect ourselves by thinking ourselves healthy. As always in life, the power of our thoughts is a powerful tool that we can use for or against ourselves. A positive mindset and an optimistic attitude are like streams of energy that fuel our entire body. If, on the other hand, you tend to go through life as a hypochondriac and prefer to spend it in the waiting room of doctors' surgeries or in pharmacies, you are mercilessly surrendering to the law of attraction. 4. Hypnotherapy. If you are open to new ideas, you can of course place your self-healing powers in professional hands. With the help of hypnosis, quite remarkable successes have already been achieved in the field of self-healing. The important thing here is to find a real professional, not a self-proclaimed hobby therapist. And of course, an open mind for this form of intervention doesn't hurt either. 5. Prescribe yourself more sleep. Alongside laughter, sleep is one of the best medications we can prescribe for ourselves. An overdose is also possible, but nowhere near as harmful as the opposite. In addition to the recommended 7 to 8 hours of sleep, there is nothing to stop you getting back into the habit of taking a good old afternoon nap when the opportunity arises. Half an hour is enough to get you ready for the rest of the day. 6. Outdoor exercise. Sunlight and oxygen are two allies on the road to self-healing that should never be underestimated. They stimulate melatonin production, which in turn helps us to get a good night's sleep. Fresh oxygen for our cells is like a free fountain of youth for the whole body. If you are stressed or angry, you will benefit from a brisk walk until you run out of breath. 7. Fasting. Everyone is talking about it at the moment, but it can look back on a long tradition in terms of our body's ability to heal itself. Even today, scientific opinion is divided on the subject, although the evidence is now quite convincing. Before and during chemotherapy, for example, patients benefit enormously from this relief for the body. The pioneer of therapeutic fasting, Dr. Otto Buchinger, stated, "Fasting is the strongest appeal to the natural self-healing powers of man, both physically and mentally." Today, therapeutic fasting is used to support numerous illnesses. The human miracle. Strictly speaking, it almost borders on witchcraft. Wounds heal by themselves, scars disappear over time, cells regenerate again and again, and even bones grow back together after a fracture. These examples of our organism's self-healing powers are certainly the most striking, and therefore the ones that even conventional medicine cannot deny. However, the range of ways in which we can support our body in its hard work on a daily basis is even more extensive. As always, it all starts with a sensible lifestyle that does us no more harm than good. Diet, exercise, and abstinence from alcohol, nicotine, and highly processed, industrially manufactured foods, as well as plenty of sleep, are all things that we can do ourselves every day to help us live healthier lives. We only have this one body. It is therefore advisable to take good care of it and guard it like the proverbial treasure that it really is.